August 18, 2013, the most historical decree in over 500 years, when Her Imperial Majesty, the continent's queen and empress, the throne mother, the imperial matriarch, Queen Sheba III, the Queen of Sheba, recognized by decree the entire global diaspora nations to be directly under the most senior ruling house lines, the lines of Kush. To all of our kingdoms and subjects, and whomever this certification of recognition, decree, and confirmation patent shall come before, greetings. Let it be known that I, Sheba III, Queen of Sheba, of the sovereign imperial house of Ra, Kush imperial matriarchal throne of thrones of Kush Nubia Sheba, seventh throne, imperial Kasambu Ra, Asari Keper Keperu lines, and head of the African Kingdoms Federation, by our social traditions and motion, in due of our sovereign rights, under our ancient customs of the matriarchal Asasi throne of thrones of Kush, and our sovereign territories, have as mother throne hereby advance, elevate, acknowledge, and thus here recognize the children of any and all taken from Africa and their children throughout the generations of the Atlantic slave trade to this present generation of descendants of our nations and throne of Nubia Kush tribal nations people from throughout the continent referred to today as the African continent by the power, authority, and divine right as their mother throne, and so decreed in the matriarchal decree informed in 2007 at the African Kingdoms Federation Tripoli First Summit, in accordance to the Nubian nation's patriarchal throne, King Adam Ra II's divine utterance, and in accordance with the imperial matriarch Empress Sheba Ra III's 2000 divine resolution of the highest Nubian crowns for recognition of the Diaspora nation's people and imperial crown recognition, worked therefrom 2000 towards its realization, proclaimed in 2006 to become to the Nubia Sudan family throne nations people in Nubia's New Haifa and Nubian community. Let it be known by throne declaration to the Federation of the Royal Kingdoms and Chiefdoms delegation at the African Kingdoms 2007 Summit towards a united Africa, ratified in 2009 and made here officially proclaimed, signed on July the 10th, 2010, and made law by Crown Decree on this day, October the 1st, 2010. Let it be known and understood that within this decree of recognition, the reference Diaspora has equally been made to fall and henceforth to be referred to as the Africas, in a reference to here recognized Africas and their generations to come. By this, I recognize as mother and take upon myself as imperial matriarch of the throne of thrones our descendant children and of the many kingdoms and throne lines taken directly under their ancestral common share with all the nations and lines of Africa, born of the great ancestral lines of Kush, Nubia, the root ancestral mother throne as their mother. They of the referred to before this day as the African diaspora, to the state, style, degree, dignity, title, and crown bestowed name and honor as the Nubian Kushite Kasambu nation of the Kush Nubia Sheba imperial matriarchal throne, by the hierarchy and nobility of our sovereign family lines, thrones and territories, to have and to hold upon themselves and their heirs in recognition of their ancestors' generations that were taken to the generations of descendants into our sovereign imperial house and crown nation. Let it be known and understood that this recognition covers and includes any and all of the Africa's descendant generations, form communities, and nations that adheres to the ancestral traditions, social and community, cultural, moral norms, basic structure, and with respect to the royal norms and laws of this, their kingdom nation, and shall equally have the rights to petition for status as a royal chiefdom of the lines of the throne of thrones, imperial matriarchal line of Kush, Nubia, Sheba, ancestral mother queendom, and royal court of nobility. We have here to this day ordered or head of council and imperial and royal houses to cause and register these patents of immediate effect from this day for infinity, as here so decreed and so willed by I, Sheba the third of the seventh throne, on this day before the God of our ancestors and ancestors of the Nubian, Kushite, Kasambu nation of the house of Ra, imperial matriarchal throne of thrones.